If you are wondering what I am doing, you are not alone, because I'm not sure myself. So yes, this may look like a bridge, and it sort of is. It's a bridge to get me from one place to another here in the woodyard. At least that's my thoughts. So what I mean is, in my woodyard here, I've kind of realized that I want to make some changes. I want to kind of expand things, but in order to do that, I need to be able to have a lot of my room open and accessible. And what I've kind of been doing previously, like for the last 2-3 years, is I'm just kind of been leapfrogging locations of where I store wood. So I'll put wood over here, and then the next year I put wood over here, and I use up this wood, and then I put wood back over here, and I never have the open space to really build and develop and expand the woodyard. So to put this in a little better context maybe, I have this whole area over here that I filled in stacking wood. And my plan now is to stack wood over there. I also have this little area that I've kind of been filling in for potential future storage, but I still have work to do on this as far as letting it settle a little bit, and I want to actually add a little bit more chips on top to kind of raise this up a little bit. So this area back here I need to leave open. You can see all this wood here is taking up space. I need to get this split, and after it's split, yes, I need somewhere to put it. I have this wood over here, again, needs to get split, and I need somewhere to put it. And then I have this pile as well that, yes, needs to get split. And Amanda and I were working on this in the last video and stacking it up there. And that's where I kind of started realizing that even if I stack up this hillside, I'm still going to need more room to stack everything else. I also have up in the front of the house, in the old woodyard, I have a whole bunch of wood up there. I think there's almost like 3 or 4 loads of wood. So I need to get that moved back here and cleared out from up there. So earlier this year, I did a video about kind of talking about expanding the firewood side of things and kind of growing. I know I'm still just a hobbyist. I'm just doing this as a hobby, and I'm not planning to grow this into like a full-on business yet. But in talking and thinking about that, the bugs are out now. But I have started picking up sales. The roadside stand you saw was completely wiped out. I've had a couple people pick up like bulk pickups, like a face cord. So I am starting to move a little bit more firewood. I had good bundle sales. So things are growing, and if I plan on expanding, I got thinking about where and how I could do this. Because yes, I want to have a shelter that I can do production in. I can split inside. And as I got thinking more about it, like I don't want to just, I want to do it right, and I have a couple options on the table as far as what my plan may be. The problem is that these plans require me to have the open space. So this winter, I ran most of my production out of this little shelter here, and it was kind of nice having that one central location. And that's kind of the idea that I want to go with. I just don't know exactly where and how big of a structure I want to have. What I was planning on doing was extending this shelter down right here past the splitter and storing firewood there. But if I want to use this space to potentially build a future structure, I need that open. This tree right here, he needs to come down at some point. So I don't want to, I don't want to stack wood in here like I did last year. I want to leave that space open. I don't want to stack wood over here again because I want to leave this space open, just because I'm not quite sure exactly access into this potential new production zone, where I might want that, if I want it over there or if I want it right here. Right now the yappa is sitting here in this little new area that's kind of now opened up ever since took that tree out. So I just wasn't sure where I'm going to be able to put like all this wood once I split it. So my idea turned to some space that I would never probably use down here in this ditch. And the other thing is, my idea involves storing firewood like I usually never do. And what I mean by that is running split firewood into a big pile, a cone, a big cone. Yes, Mount Woodmore 2. Is that what we called it, Mount Woodmore? I think I tried this a year or two ago. Last year? No, maybe 2 years ago. I threw wood into a big pile and I think Gringo Pines called it Mount Woodmore. So yes, I am gonna run and split firewood into a great big pile right here on top of these pallets. Just, well, I don't know for how long. I may end up having it sit here for a year and then I might go stack it, or it might just sit here until I sell it. I don't know. There is a chance that occasionally with a really heavy downpour of rain, there is water that comes down through here. So that's why I wanted to keep the pile off the ground. So I have these old pine logs. I just put those down as runners, put the pallets on top of it. My plan is to get all of the wood that will fit through the yappa and bring the yappa right over here, set it down, and then run and split into a pile on top of those pallets. And then after that, any other wood, like that stuff right there, that is not gonna fit through the yappa, that stuff I would split into the loader bucket on the tractor and then just bring it over here and dump it on top of the pile. So over the past couple days, I've been thinking this over, and this is kind of like the best, I guess, temporary solution that I can come up with. Just because, like I said, I need and I want to have all of this space over here open so that I can really figure out and possibly build. Like I said, I'm kind of narrowing it down between a couple options, but I don't want to continue to leapfrog year after year of wood being one place, wood being in the next place. And this is part of the problem that, well, it's a good problem because, like I said, I'm kind of expanding, I'm kind of growing, but I need to be able to almost take like that half of a year like off. I need to continue producing, but I need to take a half a year off of storing wood here in my wood yard in all this space and to store it somewhere out of the way. And that's where, right down there, was a spot that I thought of. I really don't know why I have so many of these half pallets. So let me know down in the comments. This, believe it or not, will not be the first bad idea I've ever had. But for right now, I just see it as this space down here, I know I would never be using. And it's kind of just open and wasted space right now. I've put all my wood over here. That frees up all that other space. I get all the logs, all the rounds cleared up. And then it kind of gives me that clean slate to figure out where things are going to go. And that's another whole dilemma. So we'll probably be talking about this tomorrow night on Friday Night Live, the live stream right here on the Back 40 Firewood channel. So stop on by. It starts at 8 p.m. Central. Hang out, relax, tip a few back with us woodhounds, and yeah, maybe we'll be talking about this, or who knows, we'll be talking about whatever. I got a few things going on, so maybe if you leave me comments and say this is a terrible idea, I won't have already split any wood on top of this and I can move it, but I don't know. Like I said, I think this is going to work for now, a temporary solution. Utilize this space and we'll see what happens. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Stay safe, have fun, and be cool.